Recently, while I was going through the miracle accounts in the Gospels, I ran into a question that really caught my attention. You might have paused over it too if you've read Matthew's Gospel. It comes from the second half of Matthew chapter 8, the story of the pigs that ran into the sea. Why would the demons ask Jesus for something that seems so unreasonable? Why insist on entering the pigs? What were they thinking? And after the whole herd drowned, where did those demons end up? To make sure we're all on the same page, let's revisit the passage. The scene takes place right after Jesus crosses the lake and steps into the region of the Gadarenes. Two men possessed by evil spirits come toward him. They were so violent and uncontrollable that no one could safely pass that way. The demons recognized Jesus instantly and shouted, "Why are you interfering with us? Son of God, have you come to punish us ahead of time?" Not far from them was a huge herd of pigs. The demons begged Jesus, "If you're going to drive us out, let us go into the pigs." Jesus simply replied, "Go." The spirits left the two men and entered the pigs, and the entire herd suddenly bolted down a steep slope and plunged into the water, drowning on the spot. The herdsmen panicked and ran back to town, reporting everything they had witnessed, especially the dramatic change in those two men who had suffered for years. The whole town came out to see Jesus, and shockingly, they begged him to leave. Before we dig into the puzzling parts, there are a few clear truths in this story. First, the demons knew exactly who Jesus was. They recognized him as the Son of God. Second, they understood his absolute authority. If he commanded them to go somewhere, they had no choice. There was no negotiation. Third, they knew a final judgment awaited them, which is why they were terrified and asked if that time had come early. Fourth, the presence of pigs shows this was a Gentile area. Jesus was already hinting that his saving work would reach far beyond Israel and extend to all nations. Fifth, although Matthew doesn't give the number of pigs, other accounts mention thousands, making it clear how heavily oppressed these two men were and how effortlessly Jesus broke that bondage. Sixth, the demons' request to enter the pigs shows how unwilling they were to be homeless. They seemed to seek a host in order to cause maximum harm. Seventh, there's no way they anticipated the pigs would immediately rush to their own destruction. If they knew what was coming, they wouldn't have asked for it. Jesus, however, knew exactly what would happen. In other words, what the demons feared most, being sent prematurely into confinement, ended up happening anyway. Jesus stripped them of any host to inhabit, symbolically directing them toward a place of darkness rather than allowing them to continue their destructive work. But the story doesn't stop there. Two major things happened at the same time. 1. Two men who had suffered for years were fully restored. Their dignity, sanity, and humanity all returned. 2. A massive herd of pigs was lost, which meant some people's entire livelihood vanished instantly. It's hard not to think about the opening chapters of Job, where Satan asks permission to test Job. God allows the test, and Job must choose. Does he treasure God above all else, or does he cling to family, possessions, and health? This Gentile community faced a similar test. Jesus revealed his power to free the oppressed and bring new life, and at the same time, he allowed their source of income to be taken away. And now they had to choose. Would they embrace the one who brings freedom, life, and light? Or would they hold tighter to their material comfort and financial security? Shockingly, they chose the latter. They asked Jesus to leave. This account carries several important messages, layer by layer. 1. Jesus truly possesses divine authority. 2. He is completely victorious over demonic forces. 3. he restores the broken and frees those in bondage, even among the Gentiles. 4. But he also calls people to choose him or their wealth and comfort. The people of that city chose wrongly, and Matthew records this story so that we won't repeat their mistake. Thanks for listening. Until next time.